Also, you might find this funny. Dad's gone and got himself a multicolor game controller. I have not told him. There's so much going on with the controller. It's a very bright colored controller, but we do love like old people obliviousness. We love it. We love to see it. Accidental Ally, everybody. Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. Today we are once again returning to r/AccidentalAlly, the place full of transphobes and homophobes and mostly MAGAs that just don't understand what it is they're saying. They're trying to insult people, they're trying to upset people, and they ultimately fail every step of the way. Let's take a look, shall we? But first... I'm gonna be streaming, probably. I should be streaming this week. Yeah, I've got nothing else going on this week. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming. Sorry, I couldn't remember if it was this week that something was happening or not. It's not. I should be streaming this Thursday. I might be a little bit high. I'm getting sedated. I've got a medical examination. I'm having a camera rammed down my throat, so I'm gonna be sedated. So potentially, if my math is correct and that is the stream that's coming after this video, nope, that's next week. It doesn't even matter this week, that's next week. Dude, I am all over the place today. Next week I'm getting sedated, so that stream's gonna be a bit funky. I might be a little bit high. This week, me and George are gonna continue on playing Elden Ring. We're currently playing through a like Fire Emblem characters run, so go check that out. That should be pretty fun. I need to stop rambling now. Let's get into the subreddit, shall we? Yes, glad we agree. When the end result of a young girl is this, you're on the losing side. Quite telling, the only argument you guys have is based on straw men. Meanwhile, in reality, trans men look like this, healthy and happy. Lol, there is no universe in which those men are trans. Zero chance. Denial is an interesting road to go down, especially after affirming their gender. They're men. They were never women. One cannot change your sex or gender. OMG, you're such an incredible ally. You're 100% right. Those people were never women. Love it when that happens. I don't understand how they don't pick up the context clues. I don't understand how they can get through this entire conversation and not once figure out that those people started off assigned female at birth. And they are men because they are trans men and they have transitioned to men. I just don't understand how through all of this conversation, this person just didn't figure that out. Like, you're just proving the point. You're just proving the point. But yeah, no, the straw man, they always use these, hand-drawn, like, 4chan memes of, like, trans people because they don't actually have pictures of trans people to use. Because in a lot of these cases, in a large amount of trans cases, trans people pass. So transphobes have to draw what they imagine trans people to look like because they don't actually know, because they don't even know when trans people are trans. And it really shows. She, if it has a penis, it isn't a she. I'm straight, so whatever makes my dick hard as a woman. Damn straight. That's one way of putting it, I guess. Like, if that's how you need to reason it, like, validate trans women, go for it, I guess. Average American male. If that's a male, I'm Batman. Stop trying to force your ideology on random women when she clearly has boobs and curves. I'm sick of this woke BS. I love that that's a picture of the person that tweeted it. They haven't got a random person. That's a trans woman. You've just validated that that's a trans woman. Once again, they don't grasp it, do they? When transphobes finally figure it out, I'm gonna be out of the job. They cannot grasp it. The context surely should tell you everything you need to figure this out. I hate trans women. Not because they are trans, but because they are women. The double misogynist trans validation move. You have to be a chess player for 50 years before you can pull that one off. What's a real woman to you? The ones that don't have a penis. Sex and gender are two different things. Whatever you do, you're not women, pal. I'm a trans man. Mission failed successfully. Also, I don't know if we've got another post where this happens, but I've definitely seen other posts. He says you're not women. That's plural. So no, that even if this person was a trans woman, they wouldn't be women, they'd be woman. But as it goes, they're a trans man, so you're not a woman. Yeah, and they're not trying to be. Quite the opposite, in fact. Lesbians feel offended. Trans men who like women are actually straight. Change my mind. No, that's always been what we've been saying. That this is fully true. Trans men who like women are straight. Trans women who like men also straight. I don't make the rules. Great. So are the taxpayers paying to cut your dick off? Oh, mommy and daddy's insurance. I don't have a dick, you exploded can of refried beans. I've never heard that expression used, but you know what? I love it. I'm gonna use that now. Exploded can of refried beans is a great insult. It's called a dead name because adopting a trans identity is a ritual of death and rebirth in queer Gnosticism. Technically, it's a crude, external, simulated step towards hermetic ascension to the level of self-begotten so that one's gender soul might actualize. First of all, that's not a real sentence, sir. You have just made all of that up. Second of all, I am not going to sit here and be lectured about dead name and rebirth from the group of people that believe in being born again. Like, just saying, you can't be like, oh, those trans people and believing in rebirth. We don't do that. We just have doctrine about being born again. Hypocrisy. I forgot to mention this because I got so caught up talking about hypocrisy. However, I just wanted to mention that, like, using the analogy of a trans person being reborn and their old self being dead, like, at the end of the day, if they are casting off a version of themselves that they are not happy with and coming back as someone that they are happy with, is that view of rebirth not a good thing anyway? Is casting off something that you don't like or even hate to accomplish something that you love not a good thing? Isn't that what rebirth in Christianity is about anyway? It's casting off sin to be reborn again in the church or whatever. So, like, why is that okay, but a trans person being reborn under the identity that they find suits them better and makes them happier, why is that a bad thing? Again, it's just hypocrisy. This gender affirming could literally mean breast implants on a cisgender female. But guess who won't even consider banning those? No cisgender, just actual women. No pretending allowed in these parts. Wow, so trans women are the only actual women? Cisgender women are the ones pretending? That's a new one. I've never seen a transphobe reason themselves out of this so hard. But yeah, no, like the whole of America trying to ban, like, not the whole of America, sorry, but America trying to ban gender affirming surgery and everything, but not like implants and stuff in cis women. So a trans woman can't get implants because she's trans, but a cis woman can, probably because Republican Congress members wouldn't sleep with a 16-year-old with small boobs. I guess. Not mentioning any names, but they might perhaps begin with MG. Oh, we got a Nick Adams tweet. We know this is gonna be a good one. I know this is frowned upon in some workplaces, but there's nothing wrong with occasionally sneaking out with the boys for a foursome during the work week. Look, Nick, if you want to sneak out and have a foursome with the boys, feel free, go right ahead. No one is judging you. You and the boys have a great time. However, what this really shows, more than anything, is the entitlement of upper class people like Nick Adams. Because a lower class working man is not going to get away with sneaking out, regardless of whether it's with your boys or with women. No working class man is going to get away with sneaking out occasionally during the work week. You're going to get in trouble for that. You could lose your job for sneaking out regardless of the reason, regardless of whether it's with the boys boys or with the girls. You can't get away with that. You're being paid to work. Most managers would not hesitate to fire you for sneaking out to have a foursome with the boys. I'm just saying. Like, this shows the entitlement of upper class that they think they could get away with this, because lower class 100% could not get away with it. And the final post. You will never be a real woman. Just my opinion though. It's actually really funny you say that, because I was assigned female at birth, but I don't feel like I really classify with the binary entirely. So thanks for affirming me, I guess. You love to see it. You love to see it. It's wholesome, you know? They're affirming people's genders, they're doing their best, and their best is the opposite effects of what they want to achieve. There's the statement of there is no hate like Christian love, but there is no affirmation quite like transphobes' attempts at the opposite. There is no affirmation quite like a transphobe insult, you know? And that's where I'm gonna end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. A little bit of a short one today. I feel like I got through these quite quickly, but you know, it is what it is. If you want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click on that join button to support me. It helps a lot more than you might realize, but by no means should you feel like you have to. Special thank you to all of my YouTube members and patrons that do support the channel. All of your names are on screen, and you are all amazing, wonderful, incredible people, and I appreciate you so much. So thank you, all of you. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, everybody, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.